Good morning. I hope your May is going well. We're just about through May and into June. This is May 24th of 2010, and I'm giving a talk this morning about the California identity theft law. This is for people living in California. It is not for people living outside of California. And let me explain what the purpose and what the role of the California identity theft law is. If you are a victim of identity theft, there are two things you have to worry about, or there's many things you have to worry about, but there's two broad categories of things you have to worry about. One is the criminal aspect of it, and the other is the civil aspect of it. Now, this is the same distinction as you have between criminal and civil law. For instance, if you're a victim of identity theft and the person has stolen your identity online, or maybe it's a family member that's not very honest, you have to report that to the police. And dealing with that person, dealing with the identity thief, this is not the role of the California identity theft law. An identity thief has their own problems with the criminal justice system, and that is handled by the police, and that is handled by the prosecutors. That is not handled by a civil attorney. My office is an office of civil attorneys, and I am a civil attorney. Let me explain what the purpose of the civil attorney is. The civil attorney is the attorney who goes out and gets you compensation when you've been damaged, and also gets orders from the court to make sure that creditors and banks and things like that honor your status as being your true identity and erase civilly the stains and the marks and the bad marks and the blemishes of being an identity theft victim. That is the role of the civil attorney. The civil attorney will be bringing a lawsuit against debt collectors. The civil attorney will be bringing a lawsuit against banks. The civil attorney will be bringing a lawsuit against creditors such as hospitals or car dealers or whoever it is that is pursuing you for an account that is not yours because you have been a victim of an identity theft. That is the role of the civil attorney. So, first rule, if you are the victim of identity theft and you have to go to the police, and the identity thief is the jurisdiction, is the responsibility of the police and the prosecutors. It is not the jurisdiction or the responsibility of the civil attorney. The civil attorney, such as myself, our role and our purpose is to go to the banks, the debt collectors, the creditors, the credit card companies, and to erase the blemish of identity theft from your credit history, from your banking history, and also to get your damages. Because a lot of people are damaged monetarily. They lose money in the course of an identity theft. Now, with that understood, let me explain what the California identity theft law is. And remember, it's a civil law. The California identity theft law gives the civil courts broad jurisdiction to make any order necessary to completely cleanse from your records any of the false accounts or false debts that do not belong to you because of the identity theft. That's number one. Number two is the identity theft law gives the courts the ability to award damages to you for your identity theft and also your attorney's fees. We can normally take these cases on a contingency or on a semi-contingency basis because if we win, then we get our attorney's fees paid by the other side. That is the beauty of the California identity theft law. Now, let me tell you what you have to do to use the California identity theft law. Rule number one. Let's say you're a victim of an identity theft and the credit bureaus or some particular creditor, let's say your name is Susie Jones and some other person has stolen your identity and has been using your identity and you find out about it, and now there are a bunch of false accounts on your credit report or in collections because this thief stole your identity. The first thing you need to do is you need to go and file a police report, and you need to say Susie Jones, the fake Susie Jones, opened up a Bank of America account, opened up a Citigroup account, and so forth and so on, and list them out. Actually, list them out in advance. List them out in a typewritten note in advance, and bring it to the police, and insist that the police attach your typewritten note to the identity theft police report. Okay. Once that is done, get the police department to issue the police report. Sometimes you're going to have trouble getting the police department to issue a police report, and on my website there is a button you can click about what to do if you are having trouble getting a police department to issue an identity theft police report. Once you have that police report, you send it to all the creditors involved. So let's say right now there's a Bank of America account and a Citigroup account and a debt collector who are all pursuing you because you're a victim of identity theft, and they're pursuing you on accounts that do not belong to you. You send a copy of the police report to all three, to Bank of America, to Citigroup, and to the debt collector. And you say, please cancel this account. I'm a victim of identity theft. This is an identity theft account. Attached, you will find the police report that I filed in connection with this account. All right. Under the California identity theft law, the creditors, the debt collectors, and so forth have 30 days to cancel the account. If they don't cancel it within 30 days, that's when you come to our office, because we can go to civil court and we can get the court to issue the orders that the accounts be canceled. We can get the court to issue basically any orders that you need to get your life back from a standpoint of identity theft accounts. And we can also get your damages, and there's any out-of-pocket or monetary damages you have suffered, including your emotional distress damages. There is also a provision for a civil penalty of up to $30,000, and the creditor, the bank, the debt collector that doesn't honor your identity theft police report can pay a civil penalty of up to $30,000 in addition to everything else. So it's a very powerful law, but understand when it is used. It is not used by the attorney to go after the actual thief or the actual criminal. That is the job of the police and the prosecutors. This is a law that is designed to go after the creditors and the debt collectors who continue to mark up your credit and continue to debt collect you and continue to harass you for accounts that do not belong to you. That is the role, that is the purpose, and that is the function of the California identity theft law. I hope this has been helpful to you, and obviously please contact us if you have any questions. Thank you.